Good evening, ladies. It's me, Stephanie, your coach, your curator of this amazing community. Very red-faced and very hot. It's super hot in my house and in my garden, but I'm not complaining. I love it. You've got very pink Stephanie, but I'm sure you won't mind. So new ladies, for those of you that don't know me, as I said, I'm the coach curator of this group, but we also have lots of amazing volunteer moderators and also lots of ladies that have been with us a long time. So there is a wealth of knowledge and experience in this group. I also bring experts in from time to time. I want to do more of this, so I'll be talking to you about that soon. I got some plans. I need to make them a bit firmer before I start talking about them. And do you know what I realised? I realised that we've been going for a year, so we need to do something. So this amazing community has been running for a year, which has been phenomenal. It has been amazing, and I hope it continues to be so. I love the warmth, the support, and just I love it when a lady asks a question, you get so many different answers. It's just amazing. So thank you very much for all those ladies that have been a huge part of this group. We will do something to celebrate it, I promise. So I do Facebook Lives every Thursday. Sometimes I do them more, sometimes I pop in when I have a random thought. Please feel free to ask me any questions. If you want me to answer something, if I don't know the answer, I'll try and get an expert in. I wanted to talk about self-esteem and confidence tonight. It's been something that's been coming up in a lot of my one-to-one work, and I do lots of different types of coaching. Obviously I coach people to reduce, take a break or stop drinking, but I also coach people who've already done that and maybe life isn't working. But I also coach people who life just isn't working for, regardless, you know, they maybe they think they haven't got a problem with drugs or alcohol. You know, so I get involved with lots and lots of different people, and self-esteem and confidence has been a real theme of the last few weeks. It sort of seems that as we peel back the onion, that's what's sort of hiding away there, really. So alcohol, we can be fooled into thinking that alcohol gives us confidence, but actually it doesn't, you know. So as you know, alcohol, Dutch courage, isn't it, that horrible saying, but all it does is relax us, and you know, it sort of, it makes us more, I'm trying to think of the word, I've lost the word, disinhibited, I think that's it. So that we, you know, we just relax and we're sort of not thinking and we don't care. That's not confidence, okay? So when I'm talking about confidence, this is about confidence in you. It's about feeling. It's about trust in yourself. It's about self-belief. And it's not about feeling like that all the time. I don't think we can feel like that all the time, but it's being able to access it when we need to, and to feel good enough about ourselves that we can do the things that we want in our life. So if you're someone that thinks that you drink to give you confidence, it absolutely does not, okay? All it does is relax you so that you don't actually care. A really great example of this is a really good friend of mine who is lovely. He's a very confident man and a very confident speaker. And he was drinking, he's not now, he's alcohol free and has been for some time, which is amazing. But when he was drinking, I can remember having this conversation with him about, because he used to speak a lot. And actually we did a speaking engagement together. So I think that's where we were talking about it, because I hadn't had a drink. And we were talking about sort of managing nerves. It was quite a big event. And he was talking about how 2 or 3 glasses of wine is his optimum sort of feeling in terms of being able to deliver a good presentation. And I laughed at him and I was like, who told you that? And he's like, well, my team. And I'm like, no, I don't think so at all. I think that's just how you feel. I don't think that's your optimum performance. And I have seen him speak when he's been under the, you know, even a couple of drinks, and you can tell that he's had a couple of drinks. And all right, he's not drunk, but you can see in his skin tone and slight slur and that slight disinhibited nature around his communication. It's subtle, but you can see it. And that to me it's not measured, it's not present, it's not professional. not that it's unprofessional, if you see what I mean. It's not like that, but you can see it, if you see what I mean. Then also, you know, if confidence and self-esteem is an issue for you and you drink, and actually that's the thing that's stopping you from doing the things you want to do. So, you know, you don't feel confident enough to go for the job you want, or to do the training you want, or to, you know, go out and do some dating, or even just to go to a yoga class or a dance class. It doesn't have to be anything amazing, or just go to the swimming pool. It can be small things. If you drink, alcohol is going to impact on your self-esteem and confidence, okay? So alcohol is a depressant, as we know, and a side effect of drinking is anxiety. So just think about this logically. If confidence and self-esteem is an issue for you, and you're taking a drug that impacts on your depression and anxiety, that's not helping your confidence or self-esteem. So just purely on a logical level. And also, you know, alcohol impacts our sleep, and when we're tired, we don't feel that great. You know, we can all feel a bit vulnerable when we haven't slept properly. And also, sometimes, not all the time, if we drink, it can really impact how we look, you know, sort of puffiness and redness, and our eyes and our skin. And you know, although we don't talk about vanity here a lot, we don't, it's all about how you feel. We feel better when we look better. We do, you know, we all do. You know, when I'm feeling slim and toned and tanned, and I've had my hair done, I feel like $1 million. You know, we all feel like that. So it's just, you know, taking a break from alcohol can really help as a baseline. Now, that isn't a cure-all, as I'm sure you're aware. There'll be many ladies out there that have taken a break and actually are still struggling with their confidence, okay? Three nice little tips for you tonight. We will talk about this a bit more. Now, there are two arguments to this. There's the argument about if you want to do something, feel the fear and do it. Now, you'll be a certain personality type that can do that. But for a lot of people, it's about taking small steps and building self-efficacy, okay? So for some people, it will be really simple about just taking one small step, something small and achievable that you can do that helps you to build confidence, helps you to build your self-esteem, helps you to build trust in yourself. And it might be something really simple, like you want to go running, but actually to join a running club on your own feels like too much of a big leap. So it might be that you rope in one of your friends and you just say, oh, can we go running together in the morning or in the evening? And you start that way, and you say, oh, let's go once a week, and you go once a week for a few weeks. Well, that is building self-efficacy. You're doing something small and achievable, and then you're able to do it, so then you can build on that, okay? So that's why I talk about small steps, progress, not perfection, because that's how we build self-confidence. You know, when I started running my business 3 years ago, I had no idea what I was doing, no idea whatsoever. I had no idea how big the mountain was that I was going to climb. I'm 3 years in. Things are very different. I'm very different. I've learned a lot, not in terms of my work, but in terms of sort of how to run a business. So, you know, these, same as going alcohol free, all these things are like a journey. You know, there aren't any quick fixes overnight. So if there's something you want to do and you don't feel confident, I want you to break it down. So break down the steps and start with the smallest step and stay there until you feel confident, and then move on to the next step, okay? So but then of course there's always going to be people that just want to take the jump and do it, you know, feel the fear in any way, which of course is fine if that works for you. Now, the other thing is, confidence is a feeling, it's a state, and you've probably heard me talk about state management a lot, definitely if you do my online programs or if you do any coaching with me. you know, I talk about how we can access certain feelings, you know, so that we can choose to feel a certain way. And that isn't about being a robot, it's about having a response ability so that you can access different feelings. It's quite a powerful thing to be able to do. So confidence is one of these states, one of these feelings that we can access. So like when people say happiness is a choice, you know, just be happy. It's like, so what's stopping you from being happy? It's all that stuff about I'll be happy when I meet the man, I'll be happy when I meet my perfect woman, I'll be happy when I get the job, I'll be happy when I've got some money, you know, all those types of things, when actually we can just choose to be happy right here, right now, in this moment. You know, happiness is a choice. I can remember sort of learning about that quite a long time ago now, and it took me quite a long time to figure it out, and then I did, and I was like, ooh, okay, I can choose to be happy. So it's just like, just be happy, you know, because if we set ourselves these I'll be happy when goals, I'll be happy when I can go travelling, I'll be happy when the kids grow up, I'll be happy when my partner leaves me, I'll be happy, you know, it's all those types of things. Then when we get that thing, I guarantee you there'll be another I'll be happy when, and actually just be happy. So this is the same sort of idea in terms of confidence. So being able to access a feeling of confidence. So I'm going to do a little technique with you, okay? Now this works for quite a lot of people, it might not work for everyone, but just do this for me for a moment. So I want you to remember a time when you felt confident. It could be any time, preferably not under the influence of anything, but to think about a time when you felt confident. And when you have that, I want you to see what you saw then, hear what you heard, and feel what you felt. Now, if you're not used to doing this, it can be a bit unusual, but the more you do it, you can practice it. And you may not be able to get the picture up, you may just be able to get the sounds or access the feeling. That's absolutely okay. Like, not everybody accesses the visual and then the sounds and the feeling, okay? So that's fine, it doesn't mean anything. But if you can, that's great. So I want you to think about a time when you felt really confident and you felt really good. It could be anything, anytime. It could be a tiny moment. So I want you to see what you saw then. You might be seeing a picture of yourself, you know, what were you wearing, what colours can you see, make the picture bigger and brighter, what sounds can you hear, maybe there's a confident song going on in the background, you know, how does that feel, and really connect with that feeling of confidence, okay? And where is that feeling, where can you feel it? And make that feeling bigger and spread it throughout your body, and take a moment to really enjoy this feeling. Now you might have to go through these steps quite a few times to sort of, what you're looking for is to really sort of build on that feeling of confidence, and then also think about what were you saying to yourself at that time, you know, so you're going to think about a time when you were confident, and then you're going to see what you saw then, you know, what were you wearing, how were you standing, what was happening, make the picture nice and big and bright, what sounds can you hear, and how does it feel, and how do you make that feeling bigger so that you can really for a moment just sense that feeling of confidence, okay? Now that's a really simple process that we go through that you can access for anything. You can do this for happiness, for peace, you know, any of those types of feelings, just to think about a time when you felt those feelings, and then to elicit, you know, so that what you can see, what you can hear, and how it feels, okay? And the one thing I want to leave you with, so this sort of works if you're nervous about something. So say you're going to gym class for the first time, you're going to yoga, or you're going to dance class, or you've got a job interview, or it's the first day at the job, or you're taking the kids to school, it could be anything, or going out on a date and you've got butterflies and, you know, maybe that's getting out of control. What I want you to do is I want you to get your butterflies to fly in formation, okay? Now if you're able to do that, to visualize, so like when you think about butterflies and they flutter around, don't they? They like flutter around like that, and it's that horrible fluttery feeling in your stomach. And then when you visualize the butterflies and they fly in formation, and it's lovely and calm and peaceful, and everything feels a lot different. Okay, so I'm just going to leave you with those things there. Let me know, ladies, if confidence is an issue for you. Let's start talking about it and see if we can't come up with some solutions. And if this is all too big for you and all too scary, remember, baby steps. Okay, as always, take care, ladies, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.